Hey there YouTubers, it's Matt again. Just coming back to finish up on the videos I was talking to you about earlier. This is an example of the Rumford run when used to power level in Diablo 3 and Reaper of Souls. What I've got here is I've had my friend Lee join me with his level 70 character. Basically the principle remains exactly the same as explained in my earlier Rumford run video on my own. The only difference being here that obviously I've got a level 70 character ahead of me. He's actually going to do all of the damage. In fact, effectively they do all the hard work for you. As you can see, we've only just literally crossed the bridge, and I'm already at level 3. Run time remains fairly consistent at about 6 minutes. Again, two ways to do this. The way my friend Lee likes to do it is to clean up all the mobs and run all the cellars, the well if it appears, etc. This does give a large amount of XP, as explained before. It does also give you the best chance of getting a lot of loot. One of the most important things to consider if you are going to do this with one of your friends is that you really do have to stay close to the high level character, because as you can see from the video, this is being run at Torment 6, which is why the XP gain is so substantial for the low level character. But as I say, you've got to stick close, because at this level pretty much one hit and you die. On the whole, however, as you can see from what I'm doing here, as long as you stay very close to the other character, you'll do really, really well. I don't tend to bother actually stopping to click and level up during this process, because as I said before, the run takes around 6 minutes. The important thing about this one is that if you do choose to do it this way, there is still some reward for the level 70 character who's effectively giving you a piggyback during all of this. They still get decent drops in terms of gold and gems fairly regularly. It's not as good as if they were running it at Torment 6 with 2 characters, obviously, but the risk to them is minimal because it just doesn't hurt them at all. They do get XP, but obviously it's a much lower amount than they would get if they were running this otherwise. But as you can see, we're about halfway through the run now, I suppose, and my character's already hit level 7 and has gained several thousand in gold. There you go, you can just see I just managed to get hit by a zombie there and it damn near killed me. But as you can see, managed to shake that one off, down into the cellar, and in fact by the time I've gone through the loading animation, he's managed to kill everything in that cellar. Kind of useful to scoop up all the gold as you go, because it will help you further down the line. It is also worth bearing in mind, this is one of the other nice things about doing the Rumford run, is that you do get a lot of gold at pretty much whatever level you run this one on. And again, if you do it with a high enough level of character like we're doing here, there's just nothing to it. He'll kill the bosses off with pretty much one strike, which makes it a very, very quick process. Makes it one that is relatively safe for you as a low level character as well. Not necessarily in the spirit of the way that Blizzard obviously intended you to level your character up, but equally it is a valid way to do it. Also, as a further note of discussion, I've just finished doing a run on with bounties, trying to figure out if that might be an equally good way to do this. Now, there will be a video coming up of that at some point. It's going to be a fair bit longer though. As a bounty run, you really want to finish it so you can get the Heradric cube at the end. Now on my bounty run, I got from 1 to 30 in just a little bit over 33 minutes. So it's a very, very good way to level up, and again it is also a good way for a higher level character, particularly in terms of rewards for them, because again they'll get more money because of the better gold find at Torment 6, but the enemies are also significantly easier, because as you can see here, we're running this at Torment 6, but because of the way the leveling system works, because I started the game, the enemies effectively, are very, very low level in comparison to the main character. You'll witness it in a few seconds when he deals with Adria, because poor old Adria doesn't really stand a chance here, which in itself is absolutely fine, as you've just seen. Boom, level 13. Thus far it's been about 5 minutes and 20 odd seconds for 15 levels now, in fact, once we turn that mission in. So as you can see, this is definitely a good way to power level your characters. If you did this probably for maybe an hour and a half, you probably wouldn't be massively too far away from level 60. Obviously, the more your low level character levels up, the harder the difficulty becomes. At that point, the law of diminishing returns does kick in. But what we found with our experimentation was that the law of diminishing returns really kicks in at about level 60-61. It becomes much harder to level. Anyway, that's pretty much it for this video, but this does give you a good idea of power leveling with the Rumford run. Thank you very much. Comment and likes in the video, please, and subscribe to my channel if you want to see some more Diablo 3 stuff and any other related news. Thank you very much. Bye bye.